The bare facts of a person's life is what we're used to seeing when visiting their grave. But visitors to the final resting place of merchant seaman Charles Davies at North Cornelly Cemetery in Bridgend can benefit from a much greater insight into his life story, thanks to smartphone technology. Charles Davies served in the Arctic convoys during the Second World War, dubbed the suicide missions by many taking part, and he survived the infamous PQ-17 Journey to Hell.
The order was given to abandon ship, and my father and his crew mates spent 10 days in an open lifeboat exposed to the harsh Arctic elements, and they survived on wild ducks, and they were able to light a fire and so forth with driftwood.
Charles's son Joe is an IT developer. He says the idea to bring his father's grave to life was inspired by his sister.
My sister Ruth had mentioned to me that she'd seen the use of barcodes, QR codes in particular, being used in a cemetery in England. And so we sort of hit on the idea of, well, let's do the same for our dad.
All you need is a smartphone or tablet computer to learn more about Charles's time spent at sea.
You can just go up to the QR code with your phone using a special app that you can download from the iPhone website. And basically it'll take you straight to the memorial website, and you can read all about my dad's exploits and see the photographs.
A fitting way to remember a much-loved family man whose story, with the help of technology, will live on. Joe Davies, ITV News. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made 4 changes to his team for their visit from Hull. By the final whistle, he had watched his side concede as many goals. Jake Livermore's powerful shot, the 4th from the visitors to find the back of the net, to cap a miserable day for Cardiff City. But for better luck early on, how different it might have been. Wilfried Zaha's strike tipped over the bar. Moments later, Kenwyne Jones put in a strong run, only to be denied. Tom Huddlestone's 18th minute deflected shot gave Hull the lead. Jones came close to equalising, his header just wide of the post. Jake Long's cross found Jelavic, whose shot escaped the hands of keeper David Marshall. But Jelavic wasn't finished yet. After the break, the Croatian met Liam Rosinia's cross to score his 2nd of the match. Hull's biggest ever away win in the top flight. For Solskjaer, Cardiff's worst home defeat in 14 years. Joe Davies, ITV News. Lights down, strobing spotlights, flames shooting towards the closed Millennium Stadium roof. Wales could hardly have asked for a more inspiring build-up to last night's test against the French after their crushing defeat against Ireland in Dublin. And it didn't take Wales long to put their Dublin debacle behind them. Lee Halfpenny's kick and chase working in George North's favour, who was ready to capitalise on a loose ball. France lock Pascal Papé was ruled offside at the ruck, Halfpenny turning the penalty into 3 points. Wales 11-0 ahead inside 10 minutes. It looked like France might have scored minutes later, before referee Alain Roland ruled the visitors had knocked on. After the break, Louis Picamol was sent to the sin bin. France a man down. Wales seized the opportunity to score. Captain Sam Warburton crossing the line with Wales' 2nd try.
The last 2 weeks training, a lot of attention to detail. Everybody's really knuckled down, and it was the hardest I've seen us work. For a while, we really sort of wanted to put things right.
When you're involved in a game that doesn't go your way, then you want the chance to go out there and put things right. And I think, we made a change at 9 for a number of reasons. I thought Rhys Webb did exceptionally well, but I thought the players really responded, to the last 2 weeks of training.
Relief all round for the players and the fans. The dream of a 3rd Six Nations title in as many years lives on. Next stop Twickenham in 2 weeks' time. Joe Davies, ITV News.